you ever seen an animal that looks so strange that people once believed it could bring bad luck or even death? Well, today we are not talking about the myth. We are talking about the real animals. It's called the AA, one of the most unusual and endangered animals in the world. At first glance, it might look a bit scary, with its wide glowing eyes and long, bony fingers. But in reality, the AA is not dangerous at all. In fact, it plays an important role in nature. And today, Katie and Kai going to help you see it in a completely different way.
So, what exactly is an AA? The AA is a rare type of lemur. It is found only in Madagascar, an island off the southeast coast of Africa. It's also an omnivore, which means it eats both plants and animals. One of its most interesting features is its rodent-like teeth, which continuously grow and help it chew root wood. But the most special part is its long, thin middle finger. The AA uses this finger to tap on tree trunks, find insects hiding inside, and then pull them out. This unique feeding method makes it the most unusual parrot in the world. When it comes to appearance, the AA is truly one of a kind. It has a large, light brown eyes that help it see in the dark, because it's a nocturnal animal. Its ears are big, black, and hairless, allowing it to detect deeper than falling sounds inside trees. Its body is covered in brown or black fur, and it has a long, bushy tail that helps with balance. One of its most distinctive features is its hand. It has 5 long fingers, but the middle one is extremely thin and much longer than the others. In terms of size, the AA is relatively small, with a body length of about 36 to 43 centimeters. It weighs about 2 kilograms. Even though it may look unusual, every part of its body is perfect. Now, let's look at where the AA calls home. As you can see from the map, they are endemic to Madagascar, meaning you won't find them anywhere else on Earth. They are incredibly adaptable, living in everything from lush tropical rainforests to dry coastal areas. The most important thing to know is that they are arboreal, which is a fancy way of saying they spend almost their entire lives in trees. They even build complex, bowl-shaped nests high above the ground to stay safe from predators while they sleep during the day. When the sun goes down, their buffet opens. While they love coconuts, mangoes, and lychees, their also favorite meal is grubs. This is where that super finger we talked about comes in. It's their primary tool for reaching these protein-packed snacks in deep inside the branches. They aren't just living in forests. They are perfectly engineered to exploit every...
Now, let's get into the most exciting part, the fun fact. The AA is not just a strange-looking creature, but it's actually a living Swiss Army knife. Every weird features you can see here is a specialized superpowers that help it survive in the wild of Madagascar. First, look at the middle fingers. It's not just only a long and thin. It has a 360-degree ball joint, just like our human shoulders. Allow the AA to rotate its finger in any directions to room as few or even room its massive ears. It is our ultimate biological tools with a flexibility that no other primate has. But wait, it gets cooler. The AA is the only primate in the world that uses echolocation by tapping on trees 8 times per second. It uses sound to see, to soil good and find hidden rooms, just like a bat or a dolphin. And it to reach those rooms it uses its never-ending teeth. Like a rodent, its teeth growing consistently, making them strong enough to reach through rock, hard coconut, or soil timber. So, from 360-degree fingers to built-in sonar, the AA is true masterpiece of evolution. Its weird, its brilliant, and is unlike any else on the world. Now we have to talk about the elephant in the room. Despite all those amazing superpowers we just discussed, the AA is in a deep trouble. As you can see, they are officially listed as endangered, but what is just a specialist survivors failing to survive in the modern world? It comes down to three major human-driven problems. The first problem is habitat loss. The Madagascar is famous for its unique forests, but they are disappearing at an alarming rate due to illegal loggings. The impact? Think about it. If you destroy an old-growth forest, you're not just cutting down trees, you're destroying the AA kitchens and bedroom. Without those inside trees, there are no good boarding levels to eat and no safe place to build their nest. They are not just losing their home, they are losing the only source of food. But perhaps the most tragic problem is the one touched on earlier, the prostitutions. In many local cultures, the AA is seen as the harbingers of doom. The impact is lethal because of this myth. These animals are often killed on sight. It is a direct conflict between ancient beliefs and modern conservation. When you combine this with hunting, we are not looking at a terrified scientist. By 2026, we estimate there are maybe as few as 1,000 individuals left in the wild. That is a critically low number for a whole species. Finally, there are some problems of agriculture's expansions as humans push further into the world of coconut and lettuce plantations. We are encroaching on their territories. When a country hungry AAs raises a farm for a snake, they are labeled as pet pests. Farmers then kill them to protect their harvest. So the real solution is not just about saving trees, it's about changing heart and mind. We need to help people see the AA as a vital part of the ecosystem, not as the curse of the pests. Have seen the challenges and their dawning, but it's not too late. On the slide, we are looking at the roadmap of recovery. These are not just a nice idea, they are specific solutions designed to tackle the root cause of the AA decline. We are moving from the awareness to actual impact. The first part of the forest restorations. We're not just planting random trees, we are creating protected corridors. Remember how we talked about the habits from plantations. These corridors act like bridges, reconnecting isolated groups of AA. The result is allow them to migrate, safety and find mate and food without having crossed dangerous open route. Combined with tricks and these lurking walls, we are literally rebuilding their kingdom. Next, and perhaps most importantly, is communicating education. To save the AA, we have to defeat a cursed myth. We are launching programs in Madagascar to show that these animals is not just the harbingers of doom. It is a unique national treasures found nowhere else on the earth. The result, when locals start to take pride in the AA, they move from being its hunters to its protectors. We are replacing fears with courtesy and respect, which is the only way to stop targeted culling. Finally, we have to support the people who live alongside them through sustainable farming. We are helping farmers implement wildlife-friendly barriers to protect the crops. But more importantly, we are setting up compensations fence for any crops loose. The result, by removing the financial savings of sharing land with wildlife, the AA is no longer labeled as a piece. While farmers don't lose money, the AA doesn't lose its life. In the end, saving the AA is not just about the biology. It is about balance. It's about finding ways for human and nature's most unique. Nature's most imaginative, climate break from extinction. We can take actions by donating through 3 key organizations. First, the Dog Lemur Centers is leading the way in conservation, branding, and life-saving research. Next, the Madagascar Biodiversity Partnership is working on the ground, planting millions of trees to restore the AA's nature's home. And finally, the Lemur Conservation Network acts as a vital guide, redirecting urgent funding to where it is needed most. Every contribution, no matter the size, ensures that the unique world of the forest has a future. Let's protect them together.
To wrap things up, all the information I've shared today comes from highly reputable organizations such as National Theatre, the WWF, and the IUCN regulators. These are the experts working on the front line to study and protect the AA. Thank you so much for listening and for joining me in exploring the weird and wonderful world of this unique plant. I hope you found it as fascinating as I did.